guys, FlameHorizon here, coming at you with something a little bit different, but it's something that I wanted to show you guys in case you guys wanted to see. Now right now I feel really sick, and I don't feel good at all, but I still wanted to get this out to you guys. So I'm going to show you guys how I make my layouts in GIMP, and then how to use it in OBS right here. So I might have just spoiled something in the future there, a couple somethings in the future there, but that's okay. So we're going to go to New, and for HD, you can either use 1920 by 1080, 1920 by 1080, well, like this, but I personally stick to 1280 by 720, because it's smaller and easier to use in OBS. So it'll be a bit to load. There it is right there. This is the basis for your layout. This is a new layer. So what you want to do is click this little thing right here. It says create a new layer. Click that. And just leave it exactly how it is. You want it to be a transparency. You can name it background if you want, but yeah, I misspelled background. That's okay. But you want to make it the same size. Now, sometimes what I'll do is I'll either change the background and foreground colors, which is something you can do. My colors I normally use are red and this orange that I have right here, but you can use whatever two colors you want. And what you can do is you can use the, where was it? Where's the gradient tool? Where'd it go? There's the blend tool. Fill selected area with a color or gradient. So you click that one, and you drag like right here to about here-ish. That's normally what I like, and it fills it with that color. Now I've used this before, you guys have seen that, but I'm actually going to go in and undo that. To undo, you go to this little yellow arrow right here and click that. Okay, and you can go back to here, and your layer is now transparent again. Now if you want to use a specific pattern, go in here and find, you know, a background pattern that you like. I normally like to use either this metal one right here or paper. So you can use whatever you want really, but I normally use one of those. I'm going to go with recessed, which is what it's called. You go to the fill tool and then click pattern fill, and then you fill it in. Now as you can see, all of the holes are really small. If you don't want it to look like that, you click the scale tool, and then you click the layer, and you want to see how it brings up this. You want to link these two together. That's for it going to be used for future. Then you click scale, but you don't really know. After you link them together, you can either manually do it with the arrow to grow it, or if you want to make it a lot faster, you just drag until it gets to the size that you want it at. And those yellow and black dotted lines are what it will be filling. So you can scale it to like whatever size you think looks good. I think that looks good. Let's scale it real quick. And depending on how big you made it, the scaling will take a lot longer. Okay. So then what you want to do is click new layer again. And then you do the same thing. And then normally what I'll do is I'll either pick this, or you can pick whatever you want. Let's say we're making this for Pokemon Yellow. So I have that pattern right there. So I go back to the fill tool and see how it says warning, pattern fill. Go ahead and fill that in. Now that may look really bright. We can go colors, hue saturation, and you can adjust like the lightness. You can make it look a little bit darker. That's a lot better. Still kind of hurts your eyes a bit. But then what you can do to make the two layers blend together, click this, and then click darken only. Now as you can see, the holes and the lines show up there. So that's the basis for it. So what you want to do again is click new layer and just leave it as it is. And then you can go ahead and fill it with, I would suggest white. So you make that white, and then you click foreground color. That's the foreground right there, and you fill it in. And since I'm recording and doing a heavily laden thing, did it not fill? There we go. Never mind, my computer's a piece of crap. But so we're gonna go ahead and this is gonna be the webcam. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna scale this down to whatever size you want your webcam at, if you have a webcam. If you don't, just forget about this step. That's about a good size for a webcam, and you can go ahead and drag this right about wherever you want really, but I normally put them right here. And then create another new layer for gameplay, and you can go ahead and do the same thing. Fill that in, and you can go ahead and resize it to however you want. Normally, Game Boy Color games are like a square. So what you can do is you can go in and edit it, make it about 600 by 600. It's really, really big, but I can always scale it down. Oh, and then you get the other 600. That's okay. And it's good. So it's actually not that big. And then you can move it to wherever you want to have it. Right about there is good. I'm actually going to make it a bit bigger now that I think about it. At least a bit wider. Right about there looks good. And then make it look, at least even, the webcam and the border. And then right here you can put in a question of the day, which there's a convenient text tool right here. Find the font that you like, make it the size you want, and just slap that in there. Or you can go to a site called cooltext.com, which I will link down below, along with the installation for GIMP. I will link everything you need to do this down below. I'll also link OBS for you guys, but I'll link everything you need. And then you can edit in question of the day. If you download some cool text, you have to drag it into here and put it wherever you want. But then for actual, your team, if you're playing a Pokemon game, what you want to do is create another new layer, a lot of layers, and make it whatever really color you want. I'm, of course, just going to make it white. And I'm going to fill it in real quick. And a good size for these is about 140 by 140. So you can scale that down to the 140 by 140. And then you can move that to where you want the team preview to be. Depending on how you want the game, you can either have them down here, or you can have it on the side. I'm actually going to scale this. No, not that one. And if you ever want to rescale something, you just got to click the layer over here, and then you click here with the resizing. I'm actually going to make that a bit shorter. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and click this layer, drag it to right about there. And then instead of just making a new layer and then filling it in and then making it the same size, you can go here and click duplicate layer. You right click the layer and then click duplicate, and then you can just drag it on over. GIMP, don't crash on me. Right about there. And then you just do the same thing over and over again. I'm not going to make it perfect, but I will go in and edit in all the layers for you guys, just so you can see what the whole process is, and it makes it a lot easier than just remaking and refilling and remaking and refilling. So you can just fix it. GIMP, don't crash on me, please. My computer is a piece of garbage. It's not really fit to record and do this kind of stuff. But then there's enough room for you to put what kind of playthrough it is. You can make the text and edit it in, and then you can also make a question of the day right in this corner. But that's the basis for it. So what you want to do is click File, Export As, and then name it Layout Unfinished, and then leave it as a PNG file. You can go and save it to wherever you want. I'm going to save it to the desktop, and then you click Export. Alright, so now that you have it exported, you can actually exit this out and then click Discard Changes. And then you can go to where you saved the layout to, which I have it right here, and drag it back in real quick. Now you're wondering, why would you drag it back in? Well, it's simple. To make these transparent, if you want the boxes transparent, so you can put the layout on top of everything, you can click Layer, Mask, Add Layer Mask, and then you click Layer, Mask, Apply Layer Mask. And after you do that, you go to here where it says it's like a magic wand. Click this one. It's a fuzzy select tool. You select the box, and then you click the delete key on your keyboard. And you do that for every single one of the boxes that you have here. And see how it makes it black and gray checkered in the back? That's how you know you deleted it, and it's completely transparent. So then you can go ahead and re-export this as finished layout. Right. And this is for Pokemon Yellow, but for demonstration purposes, I'm only going to be using Pokemon Blue. So you can go ahead, and if you want to save this, you can go click Save As. I accidentally clicked the wrong one. But yeah, you can save it if you want to, and so you can just pull it back up and edit it whenever you want to. But this is like the basis. This is really, really basic. It's really, really nice. So then you can exit out of GIMP real quick, click Discard Changes, and you close that out, and wait for everything to close. And then you go right into OBS, and see there's a couple spoilers here, but that's okay. You can go to Add Scene, which is right there, and then name it whatever you want. I'll name it Pokemon Yellow LP Demo, just for you guys. And then you go to where it says Sources. So first what you want to do is, if you have Visual Boy Advance, which is what I use, go ahead and open that up. And you go ahead and open your game first. You want to open the game you want to play right away. And I'll just find it real quick. Where's Pokemon Blue at? There it is. Right. And then leave that. So what you want to do is click Add, and then Video Capture Device. If you're using a webcam, this is what you do, and you can name it Webcam. An integrated webcam, you leave everything as it is, unless you want to change how the webcam records to 30 frames to 60, which is what I normally do. And then audio input device. I'm just using my headphones ones real quick, just to get this done quickly, because I don't want to be sitting at my desk right now. I'll just show you. Just tapped it. And you click microphone, output audio to stream only, if that's what you want it. An audio sync offset. A good one to do that with is about 200. Alright, so you have the webcam, just so I can show you. We'll click preview stream real quick. And see, there's my webcam. Hi guys. But I'll turn off the preview real quick. Oh, I guess I am sitting at my desk. I didn't notice that until now. But then what you'll do is you'll go in, click Add Window Capture. You could use Game Capture, but it doesn't really work too well. What you want to do is select Window Capture, and then you can name it Gameplay. And see, it says Visual Boy Advanced, Inner Window. And then if you don't want the mouse to show up in it, you click that. But then you leave everything as it is. And then the gameplay's in there. Now when you want the layout in there, click Add, and then you go to Image, and then you name this Layout, and then you click Browse. And as you see right there, I have the finished layout, so I'll scroll down to where it is. I'll double click it, and click OK. And then I'll click Preview Stream real quick. And this is where your actual game right here becomes very, very important. I don't mean for that to be happening. Let me actually turn off the sound real quick for the game, because I'm going to have my own music playing in this. And, oh, for some reason it just sped up the time. Why is it doing that? That's okay. But, so you go back into OBS, and then you click Preview Stream, and you'll see the layout and webcam and the gameplay right here. So what you really want to do is click Edit Scene, and then you click Webcam, and when you edit the scene, that allows you to change the size. The reason why you leave your layout as 1280 by 720, so it's HD, and then you can go into right here and shrink it down to about the size you want it. Normally it's good to make it smaller and then fit it in as you please. Or if you're really feeling, you want to fill up the space and make your head bigger, click Alt on the side, and you can drag it in to, let me click webcam again, and you drag it into where you want it, and then you just blow that sucker up. Okay, and then there's my face there, so you guys can see me now. And then you would click Gameplay. and we can make that the size that we want it. But as you can see, it's stuck that size, right? So the way to fix that is we drag the actual, let's make this a bigger size. Drag the actual game into the layout. For some reason it's speeding up a ton. I don't know why it's doing that, but I'll fix that another time. So what you want to do is you click preview stream yet again. You bring it back up. You will line it up perfectly into there, and you can line it up perfectly here, and perfectly here, and it fills it in. And you click stop preview, preview the stream again, and then you click edit scene. So, oh wait, fix that since it's not really working. Click properties, and then click visual blade, and leave it as it is. Then you click preview stream, and then that should fix it. See, it's the size we need it now. Then you click edit scene, and you can drag it to the size that you want, and it fills it in perfectly. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial, as you can see me right there, right here. I hope you all enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share this video if you want to help out your friends too. But as I said, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you ever make a layout, or you want me to make a layout for you, if you can't figure it out, ask me down below in the comment section, or hit me up on Twitter. Go ahead and follow me and tag me and send me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, and maybe I can help you with this. But as you can see, that's just the basis for it. These little black squares right here, of course, are for the party members, and you can use your video editing software, or you can go online, find pictures of them, and then just edit it in here by clicking add image. Thank you all for watching, and take care.